This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Bears of Mexico City taking on the Riverhogs of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on 21-yard line.
A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, De'Von Achane. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. But you look at this defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Richardson now on second down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 46 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running right, here's Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Richardson. Ball delivered complete on the crossing route Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards there, a first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
The 2nd down pass, intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game,
it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
12 yards there and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
35-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Shoves him away, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Marcus May with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
23 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hurt.
Richardson looking to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears' first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ready up.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Go.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Out to the left here to Reed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Go. Pioneer. 65 cat. 65 cat. Ready.
On 1st down, Richardson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Reed. Touchdown, Bears! Jaden Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The kicker on for
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And I don't think he got there, no. Geez, short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Play action. It's Goff. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
19 type. 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Check go.
Now it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Set it.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Dragon 60.
Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready, ready.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Chop 60. Chop 60. Ready.
On third down, here's Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Gallup, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go. That's my man, in concert.
Riverhawks, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Walker now on first and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They run again with Walker. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
12 more yards. That's another first down.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Quick throw complete. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Riverhogs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Riverhawks 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jack Fox.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Tiger, Tiger. What's that?
Back to the air. Goff on second down. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. 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 What's that?
Here's Goff. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
What's that?
Goff. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 38. Goff throwing again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Super one.
Here's Goff now on second down. That went down the field for Freiermuth. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Here's Goff. Throw out wide to Walker. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Ken Walker from 6 yards away. And the Riverhogs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
21, Bears 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Cougar 19.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
We're good. We're good.
Back to throw, Goff. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Goff now looks to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Gone. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Riverhogs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Riverhogs 28, Bears 14. Jack Fox set to kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Let's go now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Now Richardson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
1st down, Mexico City.
Pirates. Mustang 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Achane is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Mexico City.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
36-yard line.
Obama.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Pal, you won.
Goff going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Bears 20. Jack Fox.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Now Richardson. A little short pass. This is Everett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
Here's Richardson. He gets this complete to Diggs, and he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
and the Bears first down.
Warrior 70. Ready, right?
Richardson. That's caught by Davis. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. And Richardson looks to throw once more. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. They'll take over
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can